Hello everybody and welcome. Today I'm going to give the third part of the history of Hera Syndulla. Hera and Kanan managed to infiltrate Moonglow Polychemical in a hover bus with the help of Okadiah Garson, who worked for the company as a bus driver. While Hera infiltrated the facility, he would wait outside with the bus and pretend that he was having engine trouble. After she returned, he offered her to travel with her on her starship Ghost. Hera hid in the refinery's ventilation shafts. Her mission was complicated when Skelly infiltrated the facility and tried to convince Vidian to halt mining operations on Cynda. However, Vidian was unwilling to listen to reason and attacked Skelly. She later witnessed Vidian callously murder Moonglow's boss, Lal Grelik, after she informed him that the refinery could not meet the Empire's decision to triple Gorsk's Throlodai quota. When her grieving husband, Gord Grelik, arrived, Hera identified Vidian as his wife's murderer. After leaving the refinery, she found that Kanan had been detained by the Imperial Navy Captain Ray Sloan for lacking proper identification. Sloan also wanted to detain Hera for similar reasons, but released the two after Vidian cut his tour short and made plans to return to Sloan's Imperial Star Destroyer ultimatum. However, Skelly bombed Vidian's shuttle Trenchion in an attempt to assassinate the Count. Vidian arrived and he and his surviving entourage commandeered the hoverbus and headed to a spaceport where another shuttle was waiting. Hera and Kanan found Vidian in a hover truck while Skelly continued the pursuit on his speeder bike. Skelly bombed Vidian's shuttle but was unable to kill him. Vidian tried to attack Hera and Kanan but was distracted by a vindictive Gord who had come to seek justice for his wife's murder. While Vidian killed Gord, Hera along with Kanan and Skelly escaped in the hoverbus. Hera drove the bus through the streets of Shaketown and managed to outrun and destroy several pursuing Imperial troop transports and two TIE fighters. The three rebels managed to land the bus in a quarry and soon discovered that Zaluna had accidentally stowed aboard the bus's toilet. Zaluna helped the fugitives by leading them through routes that were not being watched by surveillance cameras. The rebels sought refuge at Okadiah's establishment, the asteroid field. There she counseled Skelly to join forces with other like-minded rebels rather than acting against the Empire solely in his own self-interest. During this meeting in a small crowded room, Hera began to form an informal rebel consisting of herself, Kanan, Skelly, and Zaluna. The latter decided to join after learning that she had been dismissed by the Empire for her job at the Transcept Media due to her friendship with Hetta. Zaluna feared that the Empire would soon find out that she was in the company of known rebels. After watching material from the hoverbus surveillance cab, Hera and her fellow rebels discovered that Vidian had come up with a new plan to destroy Cynda in order to gain direct access to its trilolite. The rebels' fears were proven when Vidian conducted a test bombing in the mining site on Cynda. This explosion was witnessed by many people on Gorsk, including Hera and her companions. Since Kanan's friend Okadiah and his team were recently gone up to the moon, Hera and the rebels traveled there on Kanan's cargo hauler Expedient. Upon arriving, they discovered that the explosion had claimed the lives of all the miners, including Okadiah, who died in Kanan's arms while Hera watched. Satisfied with the results of the test bombing, Count Vidian and Captain Sloan ordered that all empty mining cargo ships on the Gorsk system follow the ultimatum to its depot in the Kalakoran system. Vidian planned to use the freighters to unload Baradium-357 onto Cynda in order to detonate the moon to cover up the test bombing. The Empire claimed that the Moonglow Polychemical's negligence had caused the explosion and nationalized the company's assets. Imperial media claimed that Vidian was organizing a heroic effort to stabilize Cynda. Resolving to stop Vidian, Hera and her rebel cell traveled on the Expedient to the Kalakoran depot. Infiltrating the facility, Hera and Kanan managed to find their way into Vidian's personal chambers, which included an advanced med center. The two were quickly ambushed by Vidian, but were saved when Skelly and Zaluna incapacitated the Count with a sleeping serum. After downloading the cyborg's mind into a portable thermal and holoprojector, the rebels discovered that Vidian had once been the mining consultant Lemel Shearsa before he had succumbed to Schilmer's syndrome. They also found out that Vidian had faked the test bombing results on Cynda to show that the detonation would not destroy the moon's trollite crystals when the original report showed otherwise. Kanan came up with a plan to foil Vidian's plot by informing Captain Sloane of Vidian's deception. Posing as an agent of the Emperor, Kanan was able to appeal to Sloane's patriotism and successfully convince her to forward the original report to the Emperor. Hera and her fellow rebels had traveled back to the Gorse system to stop Vidian's plans. Upon arriving, Kanan used the expedient to harass the freighters and prevent them from unloading their Paridium cargo on Cynda's surface. The rebel freighter managed to shoot down several TIE fighters before breaching Vidian's flagship Forager. Once aboard, Hera and her companions fought their way through the factory ship to Vidian's command center. Despite losing Skelly in the factory, the rebels managed to confront Vidian. The cyborg Count managed to overpower the rebels and blinded Syndulla during the struggle. Before Vidian could detonate Cynda, he was stopped by an unlikely opponent, Captain Sloane. By this stage, the Emperor had discovered Vidian's deception. Acting in the name of the Empire, Sloane ordered her crew to shut down the detonation link and instructed her stormtroopers to arrest the Count. Still defiant, Vidian revealed that he could still control the detonation link. Undaunted, Sloane ordered Imperial forces to bombard and destroy Vidian's ship. During the ensuing bombardment, Hera, Kanan, and Zaluna managed to escape in an escape pod. Kanan also revealed his identity by using the Force to save them from being crushed to death by a falling catwalk. Meanwhile, Vidian was killed by a vengeful Skelly, who detonated a bomb that destroyed the Forager, saving Cynda from destruction. After transporting Zaluna to a safe world to live out her days, Hera and Kanan decided to travel together as rebels on her ship, Ghost. Well, that's it for part 3. I will have part 4 in the coming days. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and until the next time, may the Force be with you.